Hello everyone, welcome back to Real Reds Talk. Matthias de Ligt and Niswa Mazraoui have officially signed for Manchester United. Exciting times. It's the fourth time we're live today. There's been so much news, it's impossible to keep up with this. I thought it was going to happen tomorrow. Thought it was going to be interviews and quotes and all that kind of stuff because, let's be honest, it's never a normal day with United, is it? It's always something is popping off, whether it's a Luke Shaw injury, whether it's a Duarte deal moving forward, or whether it's an official announcement of de Ligt and Mazraoui. So first and foremost, as always, get your opinions, your thoughts and feelings in on these two signings in particular. How you think they're going to fit into United? Are you impressed with them? Do you have some concerns about de Ligt? Do you even have concerns about Mazraoui? Of course you will, and they're going to be valid concerns. And I appreciate some fans are 50-50 on the situation. I absolutely get it and I understand it. Now, just straight off the bat with Matthias de Ligt, I'm going to get to the quotes and I'm going to get to the things that have come out in the press, and he's been talking about, you know, how he's happy to be back with Ten Hag and what he's going to offer to the squad and da-da-da. I'll get into all them quotes. There's so many things coming out. It's just kind of all jumbled in one pile. But just speaking specifically on the players alone, Matthias de Ligt, what is Matthias de Ligt going to offer us, right? I think one of the biggest issues last season for us, when we had whoever it was, Casemiro and Evans at the back, or we had bloody, I don't know, let's just say it was Varane and Maguire, there was always a weakness in the link at the back, and there was always injuries and there's always inconsistencies. Now, de Ligt has had a massive injury at Juventus. He had shoulder surgery, I believe it was, and he's had a couple of knee ones at Bayern Munich, but it's very rare to find a centre-back who's just constantly fit all the time and never has any issues whatsoever, because they are centre-backs, they are tackling, it is a very physical job to do, and especially when you are kind of de Ligt's prototype, who's a bit of a brute, he's physical, he's definitely not lightweight, like Graham Souness was alluding to, he's certainly not that. He likes to get stuck in, he's very, very good on the ball, you know. He's not like, I wouldn't say Lissandro, the long balls over the tops and behind, but he can play through. Do you know what I mean? He can play that line-breaking pass, and he likes to drill low passes into the wide forwards or into the midfielders, which Bruno, Bruno and Mount, these guys are good at playing between the lines and controlling it. And Ahmad, for example, he's good at doing those kind of things. But what he's going to bring is leadership. You know, he wants to be that main guy at the back, and he's going to be that main guy at the back alongside Lisandro Martinez. And when you talk about, I think often mentality is a quality that's always overlooked with centre-backs. People always talk about height, physicality, pace, and of course, ball-playing ability nowadays. It's required from the majority of centre-backs, unless you're Sean Dyche, but even he has Brandthwaite and Tarkowski, who are pretty good on the ball. So, that obviously is going to come with him, the usual perks that you get, but the mentality and leadership from both of them, I mean, you've already seen how contagious Lisandro Martinez is. Having de Ligt in there as well, I just think he's just proper stinks of a United signing, and I don't mean that in with a negative connotation attached to it that, oh, well, we usually get Ajax players, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But I think the majority of us in the chat right now would probably agree Lisandro is a very, very good player, and we are much better with him in the team. And I think it's going to be a similar situation with de Ligt. Yes, he's worked with Ten Hag before, and there'll be concerns. Yes, he's Dutch, and there's going to be arrows coming from every ex-Liverpool player that possibly could be, and pundits alike. So be ready to protect him and be ready to throw them arrows right back in the little, scrawny faces, because that's what, people like Graham Souness are writing him off before he's even kicked a ball for Manchester United. And you look at his time at Bayern Munich and Juventus, I don't want to sound like a broken record, because so many of you guys have heard me speak about this passionately. I literally did a full show basically dedicated to it the other day. He's got qualities, man. He's played on average around 25 to 30 games each year for Juventus and Bayern Munich, so he's not just been sat on the bench gathering dust. He's legit been playing for him. His first season at Bayern was decent. He had a good season at Juventus. There's been some hiccups here or there. But at Juventus, instability, not lack of coaches, sorry, more than enough coaches. 3 coaches in his time, so chopping and changing, tactics, flexibility, learning a new game at the age of 19 in the Italian league, and you have to take over Bonucci and Chiellini. It's some going. And also, it's some education on his way up. He's played alongside Chiellini, Bonucci, Virgil van Dijk, and then obviously the centre-backs are buying like Upamecano, Kim Min-jae, Eric Dyer. For all the people who were saying about De Ligt saying that he got benched for Eric Dyer. He didn't. He played alongside Eric Dyer for the majority of games, and the games that he missed was due to injury. So I think he still played around 23 games last season in the league, and a big chunk of them was missed because of the injury that he picked up. So the main point of this is don't believe everything you read because it's fucking utter nonsense. Just on De Ligt. Mazraoui is slightly different because Mazraoui has had injuries, and he's not going to be. I don't think he will. But with the news of Luke Shaw getting his injury, maybe he will become a main player. But he's not. He's coming in as a backup right back. So if he is injured and he's out, that's fine because he can just rotate when you need him. He's not going to play consistently every single game. That may change depending on how Malacia comes back. Obviously, Shaw, we got the news before when me and Shreyas was live, literally about an hour ago, that Shaw's out with a calf injury, so he's going to miss the first 3 to 4 games. So it actually might look like he might be catapulted into the team as Mazraoui. I think he'll be ready for it. I think whenever he's played at left back for Bayern Munich, when I've seen him, done a very good job there. He's going to offer a different attacking dynamic to Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka, when he gets into the final third, looks like a deer in the headlights. Mazraoui, when he gets into the final third, I'm sure some of you have already seen the highlights. He's banged in some from outside the box. The crosses he puts in, phenomenal. The combinational play. And not only will that just help our attacking game, but I think the wingers as well. It'll open it up for them. And I think... Look, going in, especially, I think this Luke Shaw thing kind of highlights the situation. Rashford without Luke Shaw is a worse player. I think we've all seen that. But Mazraoui at left back, I think he can still offer similar dynamics, and he's a lot more comfortable at left back than Wan-Bissaka is. And you can see why they was pushing for Mazraoui so much. We was always questioning it, saying, is it a priority? Do we really need to let go of Wan-Bissaka? Had we not done that, we would probably start the season with Wan-Bissaka at left back. So, or, pushing Amas maybe when he's not ready, or playing a centre-back there, or Lissandro there again, which you just for the start of the season, you don't want to set the tone with that and have inconsistencies. So, I think both signings are going to be really, really important. Are they definitely guaranteed to 100% smash it? No. There's concerns. Even with De Ligt, he's not the most agile of players. He's certainly quicker than Maguire. He's certainly good in the air. He's physical, touch tight, likes to get stuck in. The leadership I've already spoken on, so I think it's going to offer us a lot. And I think if Lissandro and De Ligt can blossom a partnership, that is the perfect mentality that you want in the back line. Even Onana, people all say every single one of them would play for Ajax, but why is that a slight on people? Ajax has a fantastic academy, and they breed some of the best players on the planet. So I don't get why that's a slight that they played for Ajax. Like, who gives a shit? Lissandro's done well in the Premier League. Onana looks good now. I know Onana's mentality as well. You listen to the way he speaks, very confident in his ability. He's certainly a character. So you're getting characters in that back line, which you need. Diego Dalot, perfect professional at right back. So you can see actually identifying not just players on their ability, but what they're going to bring as a collective together. I'm a fan of it. But what does everyone think? Let me know in the comments. Smash a like in the video if you're happy about Matheus de Ligt and Mazraoui both signing for the club. That's 4 signings through the door now. Yoro, Xerxes, De Ligt and Mazraoui. I think that's a pretty good window so far. You get a midfielder in on top of that, and then a Fofana or a Rabiot or someone along those lines. I think that's pretty interesting, to be fair. Big up Nick, says Steph, wearing the shirt. It's official. Great news now. Keep doing business. Centre defensive midfield next. Rayanator says De Ligt really excites me. I think he's criminally unrated and he looks ready for Fulham as well. That'd be interesting to see if he starts. Sitting here right now, assessing it, I don't think he will. I don't think he will start. But if he does, I'd be interested because I think, what do you want to do? Do you want to throw Maguire in there? He doesn't necessarily look fit so far. Do you want to throw Evans in there again? Especially after that penalty, Jesus. Or do you just go, you know what, Lissandro, De Ligt, you've got this. I think they trained with the squad today, so they're more than ready. So yeah, let's see what he does. He certainly was in a rush to get him registered before Thursday, so I think they might have that in mind to play both. Yeah, they're going to get launched right into the fire. But the one thing that helps with that significantly is that they played under Ten Hag before, so they know his system, they know the demands, and it won't be as much, or we're hoping it won't be as much as a struggle in terms of the transition. Some news has come through that Luke Shaw is injured again. Yep, we touched on that in the last show, Vincent. Great signing, says Tim99. I'm not reading it out, Adam. How are we all feeling about these 2 signings, everyone? Let us know. Absolutely buzzing. We've got De Ligt and Mazraoui in. They trained too as well. Should start on Friday night. Can't wait to see them both. That's from Dan. Joshua was saying, great signings. Everyone really happy about it. It's good, man. It's positive to see. De Ligt defo an upgrade on Varane. Great partner for Ligt with Yoro to rotate as well. That's what I mean. We've got Lenny Yoro to come back. Exciting times. Shaw can go next summer or just cancel his contract. Funny how the gym said Shaw not about to get injured just before the England final. And then he turns up for us. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Completely forgot about that. Adam also saying would love to get another midfielder before the window just to feel more stacked. Right, let's go to the quotes then, because there's so many things coming out in the past hour. There's been millions of pictures and quotes and little references and bits here, there, everywhere. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the start when it first got announced, and we're going to get a couple of the quotes out here, because I loved what De Ligt was saying. And he is that guy. I don't know if anyone's seen the video of Matthijs De Ligt when I think he's about 18 years old. And he's doing like a chant with the Ajax fans. And he's just like proper, you can see his passion, pride, man. And the experience he's got for the age of 24, I don't think there's a player on the planet who have played for the clubs that he has at his age. 25 today, it was his birthday yesterday. And he's played for Ajax, Juventus, Bayern Munich and Manchester United. Crazy. De Ligt goes on to say, as soon as I heard that Manchester United wanted me, I felt an excitement about the opportunity for a new challenge at such a historic club. I was impressed by the vision that the football leadership set out and the role they saw me in. So obviously what they're offering is eager to see. Erik Ten Hag shaped the early stages of my career, so he knows how to get the best out of me, and I cannot wait to work with him again. I know what it takes to succeed at the highest level, and I'm determined to continue that record at this special club. Love it. Let's try and get some more quotes out. Do get your thoughts and feelings in. Smash a like on the video. Come on, we signed 2 players that definitely deserve 50 likes at least on this video, if we can do that. Please. Mazraoui, I know that I'm joining the club at an exciting time. Everyone I've spoken to has the same ambition for us to win trophies together, and I can feel the determination to achieve that. My stream's froze. My camera's froze. Sorry, people. I'm sat there waffling on. 1 second. Let me go back. So sorry, people. Thank you, Adam, for letting me know. Sorry. I'm sat there really diving into these quotes, and it's just like my fucking face frozen on the thing. Hopefully that's okay for you guys now. I don't know why my camera's just done that, but it happens from time to time. Now, sorry. Back to the Mazraoui quote. It's an incredible feeling to be a Manchester United player, and I cannot wait to walk out at Old Trafford wearing the red shirt. Just a quick stat here from Statman Dave. Matthijs De Ligt has not made a single error leading to an opponent's shot in the league football since he was a teenager. He's 25 years old. Crazy. Mazraoui, Erik Ten Hag played an important part in my development as a player. It's exciting to be reunited him as I enter the prime years of my career. I know what he expects from his players, and I will give everything to help the group be successful. Look, I think there's one thing with this that's not a red flag, but it's certainly sticking in my head a little bit. And I know I touched on it before with him working with these players at Ajax, but he got the best out of him. The reason why these players got such big moves is because he got the absolute maximum out of these players, and they suited his system down to a T. So you would say if he can replicate that again with De Ligt and Mazraoui, and like he's done with Ligt, then perfect. Bring him in. You know, I know Onana had a rocky start, for example, but I think Onana's starting to come good now. I don't know, man. I think there's a lot of negativity around him, and I think as a fan base and as a community, just need to protect these two, let them settle in, because they're going to be fired into this team like a rocket, and let's see how they crack on. I'm happy with it personally. I'm happy with the window so far. I think De Ligt's going to make a big impact. And he'll want to prove a point, because he'll know there'll be comments out there from pundits and ex-players, and he'll know there'll be an expectation at United. He's had expectations all his life. I mean, the guy was like a captain at the age of 18, 19, led him to a Champions League semi-final. The only centre-back to win the Golden Ball trophy, or whatever the award was. So a lot of people touted him as like potentially being one of the best centre-backs in the world. And he's 4 years away technically from his prime. So if he can start to showcase some of that at United, I'm all for it. United have always had world-class centre-backs. Back in the Fergie days, Rio Ferdinand, Vidic, Jaap Stam. You know, we've always had top elite centre-backs. And I think De Ligt could certainly... Look, I think it's lazy punditry for me. And I love players like Paul Scholes. But when he just says, oh, well, he don't start for them, that's it, he's shit. I'm sat there thinking, come on, man. Like, it's not as black and white as that. There's context to it. But we all know that anyway. We've got a smart community, so yeah. Dino Lewis saying, go and sign Bronflakes next summer as well when Maguire and Evans go. We have settled defence. It's going to help Onana and also the team. Yeah, look, significant there. Not just because, one, you can press a lot higher up the pitch. So as a collective, you can press better as a team. There's no gaps. There's no, like, you're not worried because you've got Maguire next year or Evans. There's not a subconscious worry there. You're like, right, Lissandro and Ligt, full speed ahead, push up, wing backs tuck in or spread out. There's a collective energy there, so that'll be absolutely fine. On the ball, we already know what Lissandro's capable of. We already know what Onana's capable of. De Ligt is good on the ball as well. Very, very good. You're not a centre-back at Ajax and come through there if you're not decent on the ball. So, yeah, for that pyramid now, the triangle, if we can have some consistency out of that and get them playing regular games together, there's no doubt in my mind they'll be good. No doubt at all. And then Mazraoui probably just flown in straight at left back. Dalot is your right back. And let's see how we crack on. But we need a midfielder as well. We really, really need a midfielder. Ajax just posted Manchester is red. How many stakes leading to a shot as Maguire dunces arriving? I'd hate to see that stat, mate. I bet it's astronomical. Abdullah Irwin says, big up this channel. We need Ugarte and Miguel Gutierrez left back. Well, we touched on Ugarte before in the show. Yeah, that's certainly an next signing that we definitely need, Abdullah, for sure. De Ligt and Martinez at the back is giving me Warrior vibes, plus Yoro coming through could be great for his future. Yeah, I think this is more than enough game time for anyone who's concerned about Yoro and saying, why have we signed? Why have we spent 50 million quid? He's 18 years old. If anything, I know the injury's bad and we wanted him available, but if anything, he's going to have time to acclimatise to United, get to know the staff, get to know the players, and have a slower introduction that was expected. But look, a similar thing happened to Mainu last season, and look at the season he had. So if omens are anything to go by, I think we'll be absolutely fine. It's the fourth time we've been live today. No, third time, but we did a pre-record in the morning as well. So we did a show at 10. Which pre-recorded, which is dropping within the next couple of days. Did a live show at 1 o'clock, a live show at 7 o'clock, and then the Still Hit news broke before, whilst I was editing a short and a reel, and I thought, oh my god, this today's been so fucking busy. But we can't sign two players like this and not go live, you know what I mean? Right, let's try find that quote. Oh, Lissandro Martinez. There's a quote from Lissandro Martinez on De Ligt and Mazraoui. Okay. They will show quickly because they have really good qualities and they like to play football and they are special for our system. That's from Leacher. I haven't seen that. That's yeah, I like that. De Ligt saying, the conversations I had with Man United, I was impressed by the vision. Oh, sorry, I've already read that. Lissandro again. Has Lissandro done an interview or something? I need to watch that. I'm so excited about De Ligt and Mazraoui. We're here to help them. They're really good players. That's why United have bought them. I know Lissandro didn't play with De Ligt, but did he play with Mazraoui? Not sure. A couple of pictures of De Ligt in the third kit. Love to see it. Suits him, I have to say. Omar Barado, Dan Ashworth, and Erik Ten were all in agreement that Matthias De Ligt and Nasser Mazraoui would be strong additions, and that was key to both deals. That's the debate at the moment, innit? That everyone's saying, when Ineos came in, it was like, right, we've got a vision, we've got a way that we want to play, we're going to bring in our own people, we're going to bring in our own players. Obviously, when they sign De Ligt, Mazraoui, and then Xerxes was a Dutch player as well, you look and they bring in Dutch coaches in Rene Hake and Ruud van Nistelrooy, you're like, do they have their own vision, or are they like, look, Eric, what do you need? Let's go get it for you. It's a blend of both. So I get some people will point that out, and I'm sure it'll be some clickbaity videos over the next couple of days saying, oh, Eric, Lucas put a tweet out as soon as we signed saying, like, that's 10 players that Ten Hag's worked with before that he's signed, and some fucking nonsense like that. I'm not bothered about that. I'm not concerned. If it helps the system and we play attractive football, attacking football, dynamic, fluid, proactive, who gives a shit, really? We've seen the start of pre-season. We've seen against City. We look really, really good. We've got some young players who were unbelievably talented in Kobe Mainu, Garnacho, Ahmad, Hoyland, even Xerxes, relatively young. Now it's time to get a midfielder. Ineos, you've done a decent job so far. Probably a 7.5, 8 out of 10. Window, Mazraoui, De Ligt, Yoro, and Xerxes. You go get a midfielder now, or you go get a couple of midfielders, Ugarte and Fofana, let's say, for example. That is a star window. 10 out of 10. I don't think anyone can disagree with that. And you give the manager a perfect platform there. And also, at the same time, no excuses for the manager whatsoever, because he's got depth in every single position. And plus players coming back from injury. So, yeah. And we kick the Premier League season off on Friday, man. So, exciting times. Very, very exciting. Sorry, it's a bit of a short show. But like I explained, done 4 videos today. So, my brain is, if you could see with an X-ray vision now, it's just scrambled on the floor saying, please help. So yeah, but we needed to go live and discuss it. I appreciate every single person in the chat. If you're watching this live or later on, smash a like on the video, subscribe to Real Reds Talk. We have signed Matthias de Ligt and Mazraoui ahead of the Fulham game when we kick the Premier League off on Friday. Exciting times. And keep an eye out for the interview that we did with the guest this morning. I think it's dropping tomorrow. And then we've got the Fulham preview as well. So busy, busy, busy. Appreciate all of yous. We've signed 2 fantastic players. Yeah, let's see what the news shows brings us 12 o'clock tomorrow, because I'm sure there's some more quotes and interviews coming out. So yeah,